From the Pubco studios at Britton and Broadway, I am Brandon Chapman. I'm joined by Jenny Carlson, and we're here for OU women's basketball. Jenny, obviously the Sooners came out and just destroyed the Cowgirls in the Bedlam win yesterday. Just talk a little bit about that win and what it does for them moving forward.
Well, yeah, I was not surprised that Oklahoma won that game. I thought on their home court, a Bedlam game for senior day. I thought they had a great chance to win that game. But the way they won the game was really unexpected, really throttled Oklahoma State with their outside shooting, which after they lost Whitney Hand early in the season, their outside shooting was a little bit sketchy. So the fact that they were getting threes from Amanda Thompson, Jasmine Hartman. They even got one from Joanna McFarland, and that was her first career three-pointer. So they were getting threes from everywhere. Obviously, a big win to end the year. You want to be able to get as far away from that bad loss that they had at Texas A&M. I think that win on Sunday will help them do that. It just improves an already great strength of schedule and RPI. So I think, everything is big when you're trying to elevate up to potentially a 2 seed for the Sooners.
Well, obviously that kind of gives them a lot of momentum heading into the Big 12 tournament. What exactly do you feel like they can accomplish as far as their seeding and everything in the Big 12 tournament?
Yeah, obviously they have a bye. They're the number 3 seed. They finished in a tie for second with Iowa State, but because of Iowa State beating them earlier in the year, they're now the 3 seed in the Big 12 tournament. They await the Baylor Colorado winner, which Baylor will be without Brittany Griner in that game. But you kind of expect that Baylor will probably be able to beat Colorado anyway without Griner. And then she returns for that game against Oklahoma. So it's going to be really interesting to see how that game shakes out. Baylor and Oklahoma played 2 fantastic games in the regular season. Baylor wins convincingly at Waco, but then Oklahoma comes back with an overtime win in Norman. So that could be a fantastic game. I think if Oklahoma can win that game, it really helps to solidify them. I think right now they're probably solidly a 3 seed in the NCAA tournament, and I think that they have a chance to move up because it's going to be tough games every single time in the Big 12 tournament.
Well, what would you say you would think their chances are as far as just going in there and actually winning the whole thing? Obviously, you have a great Nebraska team that you might have to deal with.
Well, yeah, I think for sure. It's so hard to know entirely who their pathway is going to be. I think they're probably set up to play Baylor in that first game, and then you'd be looking at Iowa State, Oklahoma State winner potentially is my guess in that. I think at that point, it's anybody's guess. I think Oklahoma matches up a lot better with Iowa State than they do Texas A&M. If Texas A&M were in that 2 or 3 spot that Oklahoma would have had to face, I don't like their chances to get to the finals. But if they ride the momentum that they rode on Sunday, I think they have a great opportunity to get to the finals. And then who knows? Nebraska is way solid, but Oklahoma hung right with them in Norman. And I think at that point, it'll be interesting to see after these teams have played multiple days, how do they fare? If Oklahoma can win this thing, I like their chances to be a number 2 seed in the NCAA tournament.
Yeah, regardless whether the Sooners go up there and win the actual Big 12 tournament or not, I think it's pretty safe to say the Sooners are going to have a great seed in the NCAA tournament.
Oh, yeah, I definitely think so. And they're going to be home. I don't think there's any doubt about that. Norman is a host site. Sooners are going to be there. And I think if they get that potential 2 seed, who knows how long they can play.
Well, thanks, Jenny. Stay tuned to newsok.com and the Oklahoman as we keep you updated on all the OU women's basketball action.